Good morning to all of you. Last class we completed the chapter number 13 of database. Today I'm going to start with the last chapter of that unit, that is forms and reports. Okay. So for creating forms, basically I have already told that in a database the number of objects which are tables, queries, forms and reports. The basic building block of the database, that is your tables, you all have learned how to create it, how to modify it, how to insert data, everything got completed. So in the beginning, always try to create the table and then only other objects can be created. So the third object is a form. Let's start with that. So I'm opening a table which I have already created, standard 8 table. Double click on that, the table will get opened. While practicing in lab, you will be using OpenOffice. Most of the steps are same. There in online class, I'll show it, but in the video, since given in your book through Access, so I'm explaining it through that. Okay, so why forms? We have tables. Suppose this is the table, and when you double click, it opens in the data sheet view where one person can easily enter the record. But it is not always easy for a layman who doesn't know anything about the database to enter the data. And moreover, if you don't want to show the entire data to that operator who is entering the data, like when he is going to enter the data here in this format, he can view the previous data also. If you want to hide that this data should not be there on the screen while entering new data, then you can take help of forms. So another advantage that it will be in a pictorial way, so that it will be easier for a person to enter the records there. So basically you can say form is a pictorial representation of a table which shows a single record at a single point of time, which provides you the easier way to enter the record. You can see the previous record, you can insert a record, and you can search for a record. So let's start creating the form. How to do this? Click on create table, and here tables we have already done, queries done. Now go to forms. Two ways are there to create the form, either in form design or form wizard. We'll choose the option form wizard. Click on that. Once you will click on that, it will ask you on which table or query you want to make the form. So here is the option. What do you want? So many tables, so many queries are there. Suppose I want to make the uh, this form on product or student details, whatever you want. I want it on the student details. Once you will choose the table or query on which you want to make the form, all the available fields of the table or the query will be shown here. If you want all the fields to be there in the form, click on this double greater than sign, or one by one, like some selected fields only you want it to appear there in the form, then you can choose it one by one. Like one by one, select it, click on this, select, click on this, and this way. If all, then click on this, all the fields will shift towards right hand side. It means all these fields will be there in the form. Now click on next button. In the next button, it will ask you the design. You can see the preview in columnar form, in tabular, in data sheet. So many ways are there. So by default, the columnar option is selected. You can take it. Next. Then what do you want? Do you want the student details 1 to be the name of the form as it was there in the table, or else you want to change it? So I want it to be form student details. This name I want for my form. So I can change it here. Once it is done, you click on finish. You will see the table created. As you can see, the columnar format is there, the way we selected. Then at the bottom part, you can see the button is there. This button is known as record navigation bar. Okay, it shows you all the records one by one, but at a single point of time, a single record will be visible there. So if you want to view the next record, this is the next button. This is the button for the last record, and same way this is the button for the first record. Okay, so click on next, next. We have 8 records as it is showing. I want to means jump to the last record. Click on this. This is the last record. If you want to insert a new record, this is the new record button. You click on this, it will become empty. Now enter the record. and whatever record you will enter here, it will be reflected in the table, and in the table if you are entering some data, it will be reflected in the form. So both the ways are there to enter the data. But if you are providing it to some other person, the person who is not knowing anything about your database, he is having the duty of entering the records only. In that case, it is a preferable way to provide the form for entering the data. So here any name can be given, like I am giving Rakshit, and the last name is Kumar, and result is suppose pass. And once it is done, click on save icon. The data will get saved. You can see the record 9 of 9 is being shown. Another button is there, search. What do you want to search? I want to search for record number 10110. It is showing. I want to search for record number 101. It is showing. I want to see the result of past students. Write down past. One by one, we have third record, the beginning. So wherever, whatever entry you want to search, you can take help of this search box. Okay, next is how many views are there for a form. In the table, we had how many views? Two views. One view was the data sheet view and another view was design view. Same way for form also, we have some views. Which views are there? Let me show it to you. On home tab under view, you can click and all the three views are there. Form view, this is the form view in which you are working with. Then layout view. Layout view is the view where you can increase the size of all these controls. These controls where the heading is there, name is there, this particular control is known as label, and where you are eligible to enter the data, this control is known as a text box. So if you want to format anything, like you want to increase the size of a particular control, you can go to layout view. Here the size of the control can be increased or decreased the way you want. If you want to go to design view, click on that. This is the design view of the table where every control is having a related property sheet. How? Like these are the labels and these are the text boxes as I told. I want to change this one, this label student ID. Just click on that and you will see the property sheet will be appearing there. If it is not visible, like I have closed it, to make it visible, you will go to form design and there under tools group, you will click on property sheet. The selected object here is student ID, that is a label. Simply click on property sheet, the related property sheet will get open. Suppose here in the display, I don't want to write STUID. I want full student ID. So the related property can be changed. For changing the visibility here of the label, the related property is caption. Click there and delete the student ID and there you can write student. Let me make this caps lock. Student detail or student ID. Full I want. So after writing, simply click in the blank area and it will get changed. Another thing, I want to change the background color. So just choose that it is alphabetically arranged. You can choose this border color. Click on this. Choose the color which you want. I want this green color for this. It will be highlighted. So this way anything can, I want the property of form. Choose here and choose the form. Click here. What do you want to change? I want the border style is there. Many options are there which can be changed. So choose the thing which you want to apply here. I want a picture to be the background. So I'll choose that picture part. If it is there, picture, here it is. Click on that and choose the picture. If you have some inbuilt pictures, you can. I had some in downloads. Which one? I don't know. Suppose this one I want to use, click on OK. It will be applied as the background. If you don't want the background, click on this none option here only. A none option, logo is there. You can provide whatever you want. Okay, so many pictures options are there. So this will be used as the background. If you don't want, you delete it. I think it should remove none. It will disappear. So every control is having a related property sheet which can be used for providing the feature to it. So next we'll learn about your reports. So here we learned how to change the appearance of the forms. Another thing is your entering new records. For that, open the table in form view and here the entry can be done as I told. Okay, so for changing the visibility, you can go to layout view. For changing the control design, you can go to design view. Directly from the form tabs also, what is the name of your form? Form student details. Right click on this and you can choose the option design view. From there also it can be changed. Next is your reports. Reports are basically the summarized version of your data which can be used to present, like your HOD asked you, give me the list of all the past students. So this way you cannot take the printout. Instead, you will have to take the summarized version. A presentable method should be there. For that purpose, you can create a report. How it can be created? Just click on create. Now instead of going to forms, we'll go to reports. Under reports, you will get the option of report wizard, and same way as you did for form, here also you will get the step-by-step help on which table on query you want to make the report. I want the student details. Take all the fields, click on next. Then do you want to add any grouping levels? No, I don't want. Click on next. It will ask you, do you want to sort any data? Like I want to sort it according to the student ID. Choose it. In ascending or descending, I have made it descending. If you don't want to provide, you can leave it. Now click on next. Then again the format, columnar or tabular or justify. Three ways are there. Do you want the orientation to be portrait or landscape? So all the selections you have to do here. I am not going to means modify anything. I want the default settings there. Click on next button. Again the naming of the report will be asked. I want report student details to be the name. So I'll write there the name report student details and then click on finish. You will see the report will get printed. Here means the report will be created. This is the report of the student details. These are the field headings. These are the datas which you have. I had selected for descending order. So my data is arranged in descending order, which you all can see. Now to edit the report same way as you did, here we have the printing option. Click on print, you can print it. And if you want to modify, you just click on that report student details was the name, right click and open in design view. From here, whatever changes as we did for that form, same way you can make the changes in the reports as well. If you want to change the view, this is the report view, print view, whatever. I want the report view. Click on that. This is the report view. And here, this part is known as the report footer. This is known as the report header. And this is known as the details of. So if somebody will ask you, what are the components of a report? Report header, page footer, report footer, and the details. So this is your page footer. This is your report header and here report footer. So this way the components of a report can be discussed. Okay, so that's all from this chapter. In class, we'll learn how to do it in base. Most of the things are similar. Let me open that software also if we have time. Let me open OpenOffice Base. From there also it can be done very easily. OpenOffice Base can be opened and here we'll choose the table. All the options are almost similar. Let it get open. Yeah, we have an existing table 10D. Finish it. It will open. If you have some data, suppose tables, if you have a table, like in table 1, if we have some data, we have some data. So click on forms, choose form wizard, and again the step-by-step help will be provided. Keep on selecting it. Here preview also will be shown. Which table query? Select all the fields, click on next. Do you want their level, grouping level was asked, here subform, I don't want, click on next. What type of arrangement? This only, click on next. Next, which color? Whatever color you want, you can choose. Then click on next. What name? Give the name and click on finish. It takes time and your form will appear there as it was there for in table 1. We have no data. Now you can enter here only. Here the record navigation bar. All the buttons are disabled because we don't have data. Roll number 1, tab key, student name, whatever you want to enter, and then the data, and then click on save. file, save. Already saved, or control S directly can. Now you can see record 1 of 1 is there. So this way the form can be created. Now go to reports. Reports can be created. Use wizard to create a report. Now choose the fields as you did for that form. Click on next. This way you want next. Grouping I don't want. Sorting if you want. No, I don't want. Click on next. Any color if you want, the format you want, you just choose. This is the footer of the page. This is the header of the page. So all these things are there. Any changes you want, you can double click and you can change. What name of the report, and finally finish. Your report will be ready for use. You can take the printout. I don't have any data. Single data was inserted which is appearing here. I hope this you all have. This is the footer. This is the header. And this is the report header, report footer I haven't entered, and this is the details of the report. So that's all, and this chapter completed. Along with this video, I'm going to post the exercise. Thank you and have a nice day.